This conversation is going to be real, raw, unfiltered, and I am not holding anything back. And there's been something on my heart that I have been wanting to share. And I just feel called to share my truth and to come on here and just share exactly what's on my mind, what's on my heart. I literally just got home from yoga. I had dinner and I told Andrew to watch Dominus because I have something important to share. And I did not plan what I'm going to share right now. I literally am like, this is just going to be me speaking my heart and speaking my truth. And I ran a program called Unapologetically Me a few months ago. And it was really all about being unapologetically yourself, speaking your truth, speaking up for yourself, not being worried that you're too much or you're dimming yourself down. Just be so unapologetically yourself. And I want to step into that even more than I ever have in my entire life. And so this is where this place is coming from, sharing this. And we're just going to dive in. This is real. This is raw. There's no plan. This is just going to be completely unfiltered, unscripted, just completely sharing my heart. So as you guys know, I am hosting the Unstoppable Badass event 2.0 at the end of May. And there has been a few select people that I have either currently been working with, I've worked with in the past, or people that we've never actually worked together, but I just know from, conversations with you that you would be a really, really, really good fit. And I had a thought in my mind that I am going to reach out to some people that I feel would be really good fits. I'm like, this person needs to be in the room. I don't believe everybody needs to be in the room, but there are certain people that I'm like, you need to be in the room. And I had a thought that I should message these people. And there has been so many thoughts inside of my mind, don't reach out to these people. You've already sent emails. You've talked about it. If they're interested, they will join. I've even had thoughts don't bother them. I've had thoughts that's too much. You don't need to do that. And I've almost listened to those thoughts. In fact, for quite a bit of time, I listened to those thoughts. That's going to be too much. That's going to be annoying. You don't need to do that. But I feel like I'm going to get emotional. But I feel I go on my walks and I work out in the morning and it's 5 a.m. and I'm thinking about you guys. That sounds so crazy and so weird, creepy. But I think about you guys. I think about the people that would so benefit from being in this room and having your life be completely transformed. Because I speak to so many people, my eyes get very burny when I start to cry. So tears of joy. But, I speak to so many people who are just such incredible human beings. I see so much potential in so many people, and there's just a few select people where I'm you're going to go far in life. You're meant for so much more. I see so much potential in you, and it literally hurts me that maybe you don't see that for yourself. Maybe you're letting fear or doubt get in the way. And if I feel something in my heart and I know that I can change somebody's life, I can't stay quiet about it. I literally cannot. I think about my clients all the time. I think about the people that I interact on here. I think about past clients all the time. I truly believe that I have a special gift in my heart. And if I know that I can change somebody's life, I am not going to be quiet about that. I am not going to be quiet about that. And when I reach the end of my life, I do not want to say, oh, I wish I could have helped that person. I don't want to regret at the end of my life saying, I know I could have helped that person and I really wanted to send them a message and say, like, I see so much for you, but I held myself back in fear of being too much. I wouldn't want that. And for so many years of my life, I didn't speak up. For so many years of my life, I was insecure. I was not confident. I would dim myself down. I would constantly say, Lorna, you're too much. People would tell me I'm too much. And I used to take that on. I used to label myself, Lorna's too much. And this year, I really said, F that. I tell you guys all the time to be unapologetically yourself. And I wanted to step into that even more. And so when I knew that I was hosting the Unstoppable Badass event, and there was a few select people that I felt would be really good fits, and I could not stop thinking about them. And if you are listening to this, maybe, you are one of those people. I messaged them. I messaged the people that would be really good fits. And there were thoughts in my mind, don't do that. There were thoughts in my mind, Lorna, you're being too much. There were thoughts in my mind, like, you don't need to be doing that. And I cannot hold myself back from sharing what's on my heart. If I know I can change your life, I'm going to tell you. If I know that there's so much potential for you, I'm going to tell you. And so I wanted to just come on here and share this with you guys, because everybody has, certain fears. Everybody can get in their head from, time to time. And I want to be that leader for you guys to do it anyways. I tell you guys all the time, shit your pants, do something scary, right? Like, lean into the fear. And I think some people have this persona that, like, once you reach a certain level of success, like, your fears just go away. That's, like, literally not true. Like, every single person is a human being. And I had fear when I was reaching out to some of these people. Again, so many thoughts, like, that's too much, don't be annoying. You don't need to do that. But I could not just sit here and know that I can change so many people's lives and just be quiet about it. On my walks with Andrew, I'm thinking about my clients. When I'm working out, I'm thinking about all my clients, all my past clients, people that I've interacted with on here. Like, I'm thinking about you guys. And I refuse to just stay quiet about that. I refuse to not share how much I care. And, like, I get so emotional about this because it's like, sometimes I feel like sometimes I feel like I want this more than you do. And, like, that's so crazy. And that can't, like, you have to want this for yourself. You have to want to change. You have to want to transform. And I will never be the person that can make you do anything. You have to want this for yourself, right? You have to want to grow for yourself. You have to want to be the best example for your family. Like, you have to want that for yourself. But if I feel something in my heart, if I feel like maybe this person has doubt, maybe this person has fear, like, if I send them a message and I want to share with them that I see them And even if that just changes their life, I did my job. You know, I'm like, I did my job. And I do not want to be on my deathbed thinking I regret sending that person a message in fear of being too much. I don't want to be on my deathbed and be like, Lorna, like, you really regret it. Like, you had such a gift and you just stayed quiet and you didn't share it with the world. Like, I cannot live with that. I cannot live with regret. And I don't want you guys living with regret. So whether you're listening to this right now and you want to do something that's scary for you, whether it is getting your ticket or maybe it's not, maybe it's just like messaging a friend and you're like, I'm always the one initiating. And like, I don't want to always be initiating. Like, I don't want to be too much. I don't want to sound like I'm so annoying, but you're like, I really want to hang out with this person. Do it. Message that person. If you're like, I really want to have a conversation with my husband, but this is really vulnerable and I'm really scared and like, I don't know, what is he going to think? Do it. Life is too short to think, what if? You know, at the end of the day, when I think about putting on this Unstoppable Badass event, I want to know that I truly gave it my all and I have brought in the right people. I have called out the people that I know would be really good fit, and I called them to rise. Because sometimes we need somebody else to see us for who we really are. You know, when I think about even healing my relationship with food, I was terrified. I ghosted my coach. I ghosted her. Like, I literally ghosted her because I was terrified. But if she didn't continue showing up on social media, like, I don't know if I'd be binge free today. Like, I don't know. So sometimes we need somebody to go first. We need somebody to like be the initiator. And I want to be that for you. Again, there are some people that I have messaged and I cannot not message the people that I think would be a great fit. And look, there has been thoughts in my mind. Are these people going to think that I'm reaching out to everybody? Are these people going to think it's too much? Again, I've had those thoughts. But in my heart and my soul, when I know it's from a pure place, I cannot hold myself back. I cannot. And maybe right now you have thoughts in your mind like, I don't want to be too much. Or like, I don't want to look silly. Or I can't do that. And you're having all these thoughts inside of your mind. But you have to say, F those thoughts. I tell my clients all the time, like, you don't have to choose the thoughts that you think. You can reframe them. You can absolutely lean into your fear. You want it so badly for all of us because you know how amazing life is when you fully conquer and embody your binge-free life. And that's just it. You know, it's like, I sometimes feel like, you know, I care just so deeply, and Erin hit the nail on the head because it's like, I've been in that place before where, yeah, I was insecure. I was binging. I hated my body. I had no joy in my life. I was comparing myself. I was in my head. I was doubting myself. And to experience this life on the other side where it is literally, Erin's going to laugh, it feels like magic every single day. I'm like, I just can't keep this inside. Like, it would be so selfish. If you have a gift in your heart, why are you holding it in? And it doesn't have to be, you don't have to be a coach. You can have the gift of making people laugh. Oh, but like, what if somebody doesn't find it funny? You're missing the point. Maybe you have a gift of, you know, you really are a good listener. And you're like, well, I don't want, like, people might think I'm boring because like I have nothing to talk about and I can just listen. You're missing the point. If you've got something in your heart, you got to share that. And in 2026, I am being so unapologetic about how much I freaking care about your transformation. And I just wanted to come on here and share that. Again, I'm reaching a new level in my life of being unapologetic. I've practiced this for the past few years, but I feel like I'm just stepping into a whole new level of being even more unapologetic. You know, again, I think when people think, Lorna, you're binge free. Like, you must never have fear. You must be so perfect. And it's like, I'm a human who has feelings and emotions and real life thoughts, and I've, had second thoughts about reaching out to some people. I've had, second thoughts of so many different things. But the difference is I don't let those thoughts hold me back. And that's the purpose of this video. You're going to have doubts. You're going to have fears. And you have to be willing to say goodbye to those thoughts. You have to be willing to say, I would rather go all in on my life, show myself what I'm capable of, be proud of myself at the end of the day, than say, I wish I would have. I wish I would have. Because honestly, regret is the worst thing. I don't want to live my life with regret. I don't want to be going about my day every single day wondering, should I have done that? Like, maybe I should. Oh, man, I regret. Like, I should have. No, I don't want that in any area of my life. I want to live the greatest life for myself, and I want that for you guys too, but I can't want it more than you guys. And so I trust that the right people will be at this event. We have an incredible group of people already coming, and I just know that there's a few more of you guys that would be great fits. And you know who you are. I've personally reached out to a few of you guys, and again, being unapologetic, sharing my heart, sharing my truth, and I think that's important for all of you guys to start doing for yourself. So again, whether you feel this pull in your heart, whether it's to get the ticket, to have a conversation with somebody, to reach out to a friend, whatever it is, go and do the thing. You're not being too much. Even if you are being too much, own that. You guys, I'm a lot. It was funny the other day. Dominus, my son, who's going to be 6 months tomorrow, he's like fake coughing. Like, and supposedly that's like he wants attention. And I'm like, just like his mama. I said to Andrew, like, he's like me, right? Like, I like a lot of attention, and Andrew's like, yup. And I just own that. Like, own who the F you are. Own who the F you are. You're not too much for the right people. You can't mess it up. You can't say the wrong thing to the right people. You can't. You literally cannot say the wrong thing to the right people. In 2024, when I went to a yoga studio, and, there was so many fears of, like, going up to people and, like, making new friends. Making new friends as adults is kind of freaking weird. It's kind of weird. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to go up to these people and I'm going to just be myself. I want to build more friendships. And that's what I did. And I have great, I don't have a lot of friends, but I have a few select friends. One in particular that we're still friends to this day, 2 solid years of incredible friendships because I was willing to lean into that. And so the moral of this live is to go and to do the thing. To go and stop getting in your head, thinking you're too much, you're too this, what if this? Are you here to spend the rest of your life in regret, wishing I did this, but I was too scared, or like wishing I did that, but I got in my head, wishing I did that, but like, oh, I didn't want to be too annoying, I didn't want to be too much? Or are you willing to maybe be vulnerable, look a little silly, look a little weird, but go after what it is that you want? Have the friendships, have the relationships, have the relationship with food, the confidence in who you are. I don't want to live with regret. I don't want to die one day being like, I wish I would have. If I feel something in my heart, I say it, I speak my truth, and I want all that for you guys as well too. So, this is going to be the end of this video. Whether you came in at the beginning, the middle, the end, I just was real, raw, vulnerable, and I'm going to be committing to doing this a lot more in 2026 because the world needs more people who just speak their heart, speak their truth, and that's it. So, thank you for listening. Thank you for being here, and I hope you have a beautiful rest of your night. Okay. Bye, you guys.